for a lot of us, well, for some of us, this is the first conference we put on. I won't give you the sort of the backstory of how this came about and how we got it, but it started at DEF CON with Sam
in Vegas.
And
Glenn was really drunk.
Glenn was really drunk.
Really drunk.
For a change, for those of you that know me, I don't get drunk often, but when I do it properly. But he
was steaming. But it turned out that was a good time, right? It was a good idea. Look, you were there. So
I was going to say, it was 3 a.m. I got sunglasses, a bucket hat and a light-up sword that made noises when you swung it around. Perfectly normal in Vegas. So anyway, yes, we've won a conference. We've done it. You'd have asked us lot in the corner here a month ago. We came very, very close to just throwing the whole thing away and going, no, actually, this is too much hard work. But you've come. First question. Have you had fun? You might want to really calm down that clapping because you're going to get very, very tired, because whilst we're standing here taking the credit for it, it's taken a phenomenal amount of people to make this happen. We get the credit at the end of the day, but actually you look around the room, and you look around the event, and you look around the families and of all of us, everyone has suffered in making this what it is. We've overcome a lot to get here, but here we did. So, stuff on the day. We wanted to put on something special. We went out, we asked, we tried to put on a set of speakers that we thought would be interesting. We managed to put on an actual staggering set of speakers. I know I talked about this in the opening bit, but the lineup we got today, not one amazing keynote. BSides Leeds has had some amazing keynote speakers. We had 3. Quite how we top that next time without doing an entire track of keynotes, I don't know.
We promised one before.
All our amazing speakers. I would love to thank each and every one of you this morning. You saw the graphic with everybody on. All I've got all day is positive feedback on the speakers. We have, it's been amazing, and I haven't even got around to say thank you for all the speakers. I'm actually looking forward to when Cooper uploads all the videos to actually watch a lot of these talks, because in a lot of cases I've either seen the beginning or the end or the middle, but never all the way through. So 3 awesome villages. Villages have been a staple of B-Sides for a long, long time now, and we've had some of the best. Minty has done a lot of these over the year. I didn't realise until today that BSides Leeds was actually the first one that he did. So, and to be fair, whilst we do try to give all the credit to his little fluffy pal, Minty puts in a huge amount of work to make this possible. I mean, building a car in a box isn't something you do in a heartbeat. And then actually the generations he brought through and taught how to do things with that is just phenomenal. And I wondered, it's like, have we done this to death? Are people still interested? The minute I walked in there, he got a group of about 25 people stood there enthralled, learning about it. It's like, no, while there are people still wanting to learn, we need to keep inviting him back, because there is always more and more and more. Ben and Grant with the battle bots. We had some misgivings about the battle bots, mainly around whether the arena, whether the venue would let us. Graham had great fun trying to explain that what we were doing. It's like they're fighting robots.
We wouldn't start a fire. Yeah, that was the main thing.
Basically,
we were not going to start.
We agreed to leave the flamethrower in Ireland. But yeah, and that's been great, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in the prizes in a minute. But again, talked on the opening thing. But Ben and Grant, they've faced some big problems to make this happen. They found really clever and inventive ways around it, and expensive ways around it, and we can't say thank you enough. I'd love to be able to tell you more about why that was hard, but they've put on something. And again, every time I've gone in there, it's had people in. They've been playing, they've been fun, and when we get to the prizes, there's a lovely story on the back of that. North Green with the security lockpicking. Most of you will know that B-Sides have had a long affinity with the Moon on the Stick guys that normally do the lockpicking. They couldn't make it this year, and to be honest, I'd actually been building stuff at home to fill the empty space, because we expected that we were going to have an empty room. And the guys from the folks from North Green stepped in at the last minute and went, "We can do that." And it's been great, and it's still wonderful to see that again. So many people learning a new skill, having fun. It's been wonderful. So thank you to North Green for that. On top of that, things that aren't really villages, but sitting that same thing. The fact that got a laugh just because you saw it, the scavenger hunt has been amazing. I suspected it was going to be fun, but the crew room just checking through the submissions as they've been coming in has been absolutely brilliant today. And again, we'll talk about that a bit more in the prizes, because some of you are absolutely insane, and to be fair, you've come to a security conference and you've done just stupid things for shits and giggles, and it's been brilliant. And I did say I wouldn't swear. I do apologise.
The title's been updated. It's now 250.
So 250. On that, a big thank you to Lizzie for doing that. We've kind of left Lizzie to it, and I saw what the stock that she started with today, and it's like, this is not going to be good. I'm going to be announcing a 50 quid thing. I might have to top this up. And then apparently a load of you brought stickers, so thank you very, very much for that. Obviously, a lot of you bought stickers, because we've got a huge money. Lizzie's been up there all day looking after that, and so thank you. It was a silly idea that Scott Helm had years ago for SteelCon to make a little bit of charity money, and we keep doing this con after con after con, and it's proving it every time that people will give you stickers and you'll pay for them. So it's.
I will be unshamedly begging for swag for the sticker store for SteelCon and other conferences in the upcoming days. So if you're a company or you've got a load of stickers or whatever to donate, no food please. Had some manky sweets chucked in before now. Send it my way and we'll sort out getting it either to SteelCon or getting it to me at home. Yeah. Alright.
Because it is a continual thing, because it goes from con to con to con, it always needs topping up. Tom, I don't know if Tom's... sorry.
Just in case anyone doesn't know, we pick a different charity every time.
So
this time it's gone to the Cyber Helpline to help people who go through cybercrime and cyberbullying and stuff. So big thanks to them. Money's gone directly to them. So it's for a good cause.
So I mentioned the fact that we had some challenges setting this up. We ended up having to cut a load of the big ideas that we had. We had to simplify it a lot in the end, partly due to sponsors not us not getting the level of sponsorship that we expected, partly just due to time and effort and things taking our eye off the ball. And a victim of that was Tom. I don't know if Tom's in the room. We were doing a big CTF. We got a big CTF planned, and we then had to ditch it. And Tom had been working on something, and he'd been working on something that I felt really, really passionate about. So it's like, okay, we're going to find a way to integrate this. It's like, it might not be cybersecurity strictly, but sod it, I want a way of having this here. So for those of you that didn't see it, Tom's taken 1983, 84, sort of hardware like that, and I'd fully digitised amazing looking pictures on it for something so old. For me, who understands about that age of machine, the absolute trickery that went into making that do what it did is stunning. I've had this stickers all day. Again, I was wondering whether anyone was going to care, and whether it was just another of Tom's projects that only Glenn gets excited about. And I'm looking through the pictures. It's like, no, people have been playing with this today. There are a lot of very cool pictures, and I've got a brilliant one of you on there, Sam, for putting on the internet for later. So thank you to Tom for that. Now on to the big numerical thank yous. Our MVPs, or goons as you used to call them, I'm not sure, the folks in the red shirts. We could not have put this on without them. I had no idea it took so many volunteers to put on a conference, but my God, it absolutely does. Everyone has been astounding. We purposely tried, we wanted people that weren't just, here's a job, go do a job and come back and report when it's finished. We wanted people that can think on their own. And it's been brilliant for that. Every time I've gone, I need to go and do a thing, I found out that somebody's already in a red shirt, found that thing, gone and done it and sorted it. And it's like, no, Glenn, we've got that covered. So I spent most of my day trying to find things to do because other people have done it already. So every single one of you, you are all absolute stars. I would love to come and thank each one of you in person, but I haven't had anywhere near the time to do that today. So everyone from running the rooms to running the rigs to... in Laura's case, stress testing the scavenger hunt, but we'll not talk about that. To actually marshalling people, to giving out the badges, to manning the rooms.
Eventbrite fails, and we fixed it.
Yeah, I was going to say, and every little problem they've had covered. I expected us to be spending our day running around firefighting, and actually, we're not the thing.
We were, Glenn.
You were in the quiet room the whole time.
Yeah. I've been in the pub. I've not been here all day. Not wrong. So, yeah, thank you, everyone. I say it takes an army to put this on, and you've worked like an army today. You've been absolutely brilliant, and thank you very much. And in a similar vein to Holly talking about putting papers in for cons and thinking, well, would anybody be interested? Same thing with being a goon. I came into this community, like most of you, as just an attendee that used to love doing B-sides. I then thought, what they really need is some talks. So I started doing talks. I then started actually volunteering and realised that's actually both the most fun and the most rewarding bit. Admittedly, it does then lead to stupid things like being stood here having put one of these on. It's a very slippery path. But seriously, consider either this in next year, if we do next year, or your other local con. Consider volunteering for it because it's unbelievably rewarding, but very hard work at times. Cooper and his AV crew. Unless you're new to B-sides, you will have, if not known Cooper personally, you will have come across his work somewhere before, because the vast majority of European cyber security conferences, Cooper's the one doing this. He gives up a phenomenal amount of his own time, effort, money. To make this happen. And like everything else, it's a community thing, and if we were paying for his services, this wouldn't happen. We've talked a few times about how much money this costs to put on. In fact, we take a tenner out a person off you. I think we were doing the math before. It's about £65 that we're up to now a head that we spent on this. If we had to pay for a team like all the Red Shirt volunteers, like Cooper's AV team, you could probably put another one on the front of that easily. So when we're in the bar later, buy these folks a drink because they absolutely deserve it. And I think finally, I'm assuming finally because I've nearly run out of room.
Cooper will never tell you himself, but if you find his website, there is a donate button on there. It will go to helping buy stuff for other rigs that get left all over the world to film other conferences. Yeah. He'll never tell you in public because he doesn't like asking people for money, but there is a donate button on there. Feel free to use it. Yeah.
On that, by the way, something that I'd never realised until we put this on that I now do is that all, not just Cooper stuff, but all the villages, they cost an awful lot to maintain, to manage. As far as I'm aware, no conference, other than maybe the odd free hotel room or free bit of transport, nobody's really paying for them. They're certainly not paying the going rate for them. So we've talked about a few ideas to try and actually get a lot of the conferences together to keep a slush fund of money to make the impossible possible and actually take some of the burden off the people, because they do an amazing job for little more than you going, thanks, I really enjoyed that. And by the way, if you did really enjoy it, go and tell them, because I'm sure that that's what they're really thriving at the moment. If they know you've enjoyed it, I can do it again.
I'm sorry, so we're not getting paid?
Yeah.
The sponsors that haven't paid us, they're the ones that are paying you.
Okay.
And finally, our team, because it has been a team. I'm lucky because I've got a gob on me and don't know when to shut up. I get to do this bit at the front, but this has been from day one a massive team effort. From what I remember of the DEF CON conversation, one of the things that Sam was very big on was that it's like you've got to get a team of very different people, different skill sets, different backgrounds, and we've managed that. I mean, most of us knew each other some way or other, or a few of us knew each other some way before, but none of us were close, none of us were friends. It's not like we're a group that was already doing stuff together. Right, we'll do a conference next. It was like, person A can't contact with person B, so we've got to get them person, and Sam tried to coordinate us all getting together, and then we wouldn't let her escape. So, and sorry,
Yeah, it's not the first time.
The thing is, it's built a real friendship. We've built something special here. Embarrassingly, me and Lee must have done 30 Zoom calls together in the festival. I didn't recognise him in the pub last night. Genuinely, it was him. Yeah. He was stood there looking at me as if to say, he just doesn't know. It's like, and I was like, oh my God. Zoom either stretches you or does something.
I'm just happy you didn't say beautify.
Certainly doesn't do that, mate. But no, it's been an amazing team effort. There have been a lot of challenges on the way. There have been some almost unique challenges to this that we've had to...
Hopefully unique.
Hopefully unique. We are told is almost unique in existing B-sides. We've overcome them. We got some brilliant help along the way to overcome them. We got a lot of help from the community, and we've done it. We've put this on. Right, I'm going to shut up for a minute. Oh, actually, I'm not going to shut up for a minute because I missed a slide. I haven't got the preview on there. I talked about it at the very front, but Orga, BDO, Exabeam, Flutter, Precursor, Clarinet, Spectrops, Laceworks, the security company, Caps Lock, James's company that I can't. The Cyber Reservice, I've got that right this time. York Cybersex. Sorry, I'll try that again. York Cybersec. I'm going to go home. North Green and the Battle.
And Minty.
And Minty. I am
so sorry.
I am sorry somehow we managed to put the battle bots on and not Minty when it's all similar level, but yeah, blame me for that, because like many things I got to proofread it and then didn't spot it because I'm stupid. To be honest, that's not the worst bit of proofreading we missed, but we'll talk about that another day.
Then BattleBots have a GoFundMe as well.
Oh yeah.
In the programme there's a QR code. If you go to the QR code, it'll take you to a link. They're collecting money so they can build more stuff and travel to more security conferences and do everything else. Please support these guys. They are awesome.
Yeah.
If you didn't get a chance to go and see BattleBots today, go to another conference, go and see them there. They're brilliant.
And then when you've been and seen them, you'll think, I could build a robot. I could do that. I could have a go.
Build your robots and bring them along.
Yep. Yeah. By the way, also, I think I mentioned it again. These have all supported us. These are companies that I'm now indebted to, not financially, but in terms
all legally.
All legally. But in terms of what we owe them, they stuck by us when some of the big names didn't, and they have been amazing. So whether you recruitment or buying or whatever, just these are now my favourite people. And I am going to shut up because
winners.
Yeah, winners. We had competitions. We had prizes. You do.
Ben?
No, who's
hit next. We'll find out who's up next.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Scavon. Scavon.
Okie dokie. Well, thank you very much for everyone that was playing. I am actually really tired in my cheeks from all the smiling I did the entire day. Like, absolutely fantastic contributions. And unfortunately, no shaved eyebrows, but...
should have asked. So you can't do it.
Well, I mean... Oh, don't worry. So, our two winners, in first place, we have got the volunteers. So, who is the volunteers at the end? $64.
Do
you want to come up and... Or we can leave it here and you can pick it up afterwards.
We'll keep it.
Yeah.
Just so you know, they were supposed to be working.
Yeah, to emphasize, this was completely coincidental. It started off as like one person in a team and then just kind of like went from there and networked. We've got this Commodore 64 and also some Lego vouchers, which we will send on to you guys after this as well.
Make sure we have your...
Yeah,
we should already have your names and addresses.
Yeah.
Make sure we do.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much. In second place, then we have Dave and Knobhead, who, yeah, there we go. So we've got.
Can I just jump in and make 2 points on this? Look, first off, I've known Laura a long time and heard her talk about Knobhead quite a lot, and I just assumed it was a random insult, not actually one of their friends. That's
not,
just
not this person.
And that was going to be the second point. I know that is Harvey. That is not Knobhead.
Knobhead's gone to the pub.
Yeah, Knobhead's at the pub.
Cleverer than you two, then.
Who are volunteers? We've got to help.
Well,
okay.
Ish.
So,
We know what I've
thank you
spent
very
my
much.
day doing.
And also, more Lego vouchers on your way.
Can we share what's in there?
Yeah.
Because it's a whole pile of very Yorkshire things.
It's lots of...
The Yorkshire.
Oh, that couldn't get in, Ben.
But I just like,
There's a whole bag of this stuff.
it was completely accidental that the pile of Yorkshire stuff went to the most Yorkshire person I have ever met.
It's not. My way.
And lastly, we have best submission, and this was again really hard to go over. So we have actually got a little bit of a tiebreaker, and I'll have to double check with Alex. How are we doing this again?
I mean, my name's Lee.
It's been a long day.
I am very fried.
Are they both still here? Because I mean, it might just end up being that.
Oh yes, is Enusek and Panda Emoji, or not Panda, Raccoon Emoji
Yes, we are
team
both.
still
Yeah,
here?
right.
Yeah.
So we need one of you each, or one person of your teams to come up. No.
That would have been better.
No,
Spent ages spelling about that.
Yeah.
This isn't convoluted at all.
Yeah.
We like to overcomplicate.
Yeah. So, for the tie break, what we are going to do is get you to guess who is older, Glenn and Graham, and also guess the age of the eldest one, in case you both guess the same person, and the nearest wins. Go.
How are they voting?
Oh no, they're just saying out loud.
Are you going age or beauty?
Yeah.
Can you say neither?
Both age like fine wine, it's a hard way to go.
That's not going to win you it.
Might as well be nice while I'm up here.
Right, okay, so who's your vote? Glenn or Graham?
There can be potential friendships going on this.
Go on, one of you shout up first.
It would really help if you don't pick the same person.
Then you got to guess the
Graham,
age.
43.
Appearances can be deceiving, so I'm also going Graham, 46.
Right. So you're both saying that Graham is older than Glenn.
Say that. Far too polite.
How old
So
is
who's the
Glenn?
nearest in age then?
So I'm kind of both flattered and insulted. The actual answer is, it is me, I'm the oldest, and I'm 51, so...
Oh, hey.
Say that.
Well done. No, looking good. So, who said 46?
You said 46.
46.
So you're
Yeah,
closest.
so you win. Well done.
Holy crap. Yeah, I was like confused because I want to see.
Congratulations.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
So happy as well.
That's perfect.
There we go.
Thank you so
I don't
much.
know what submission of mine they thought was.
Well, probably the one who never got a reaction.
42. There were a lot.
Yeah, fair.
Please let it have been the plaited wires. If it was that, I'll be over.
It was either that,
my idea.
or hopefully when I started tying socks around them, because I couldn't fit them over my boots.
Chelsea's got a photo.
For the wires bit, I took them out of. This is like an LED strip, so I took them out of the LED strip and I braided them around Elliot's hair back there, and that's how that photo came to be.
So yeah, we were saying we've had Cat 6 cables braided into hair. We've had raspberry the Raspberry Pi made of bread and raspberries was pure genius for a baked Raspberry Pi.
I feel like shoved raspberries into the baguette.
One of the pictures we wanted to show was the person that put sort of their login name and their mother's maiden name on a piece of
Password secrets and all that kind of stuff on a bar of
on a
chocolate.
bar of chocolate and then eat it. But we then realised that actually, if those creds on there were actually real, we might probably don't want to disclose that. So, but yeah, those I would say we've had so much of a laugh today going through these. There's been some absolutely brilliant stuff. So anyway, next up, BattleBots.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Put it up.
So, throughout the day we had a little tournament. You can have that. And we had winners of that tournament. It was all fun. Everyone had some good laughs. But, am I going over here? Okay, I'm going to stand over here. Hello. Sorry, I was out of shot. So, but throughout the day, even outside of the tournament that we had a clear MVP. And to emphasise that, everyone put their hand up who had a go at BattleBots. Now, keep your hand up if you got beat by a 9-year-old. That's good. Some of yous are lying. I know. I was there. So we had a clear MVP. Not only is he a fantastic bot driver, all of the bots that he's got beat with, he designed himself. And even his dad's bots were partly designed by him. Probably more than what his dad's letting on, but we'll leave that. So, Arthur, for that, we're going to give you a little prize. There is absolutely no excuse for any of you at the next B-Sides to not build a bot. Okay? It's easy enough to do.
I want to say something about the idea that the prize. Lockpicks to a 9-year-old? Perfect.
100%. Unlike Cooper, we are more than happy to ask for money. So as you mentioned, we do have a GoFundMe. It's really expensive to get this stuff going. All of the bots, we want them to be trashed. It's great, but then we need to get parts to replace them and build them again. So we have the GoFundMe. For any companies here, we do have sponsorship. Can we get a contract really quickly just to sign it? There we go. So yeah, any companies that want to sponsor us, we have sponsorship ranges. The arena that we have at the minute, if you've seen it, it's completely bare at the bottom. It needs a nice logo there. Company logo will be at all of the events for the next year-ish. So, you know. They'll all be recorded. We're going to basically every B-Sides that there is. So
yeah. And a few more.
And a few more. And a few more. We're going international.
Have us?
Yep, we're there.
We'll be there.
Australia.
Here, if you're paying.
I'll see what I can do.
I'll be at the bar afterwards, so come up and...
So
sure.
There'll be room for you in my luggage.
That's fine. I am definitely a pocket-sized engineer. So yeah, I'll be at the bar later, so come see me, throw money at me, that's fine. Thank you everyone who had a go at the top.
Right, folks, the good news is we're nearly done, so it's almost time to go to the pub. I'll say a very little quick thing about community. We have not organised a conference for the community. We have organised a conference, the community have made it happen. Every single person, for all of you turning up to everyone that's helped, this has been a community effort from start to finish. We get the thing to feel, to stand here and feel good about it, but actually, it's because of you this happened, not because of us. We're just the ones stupid enough to put our names on bits of paper that we shouldn't sign. But yes, so thank you all for coming. Thank you all for being part of this amazing community. Thank you all for supporting us. Thank you, the fact that today has gone with, again, I don't want to say this because there's still time yet, but nothing notable's gone wrong. I don't think this has ever happened at any conference I've been to. It's like no drama, we're near enough. We're near enough there, and I'm not drinking, so we're at the after party, so we're there. So yeah, one thing, thank you all for coming and supporting. Yet again, all the tickets have gone in seconds. We would love to be able to find somewhere affordable that could have more of you, because we know there's a demand for a lot more people in here. We can't find anywhere in Leeds, so
not as good as this venue.
Not as good as this. The venue is amazing in so many ways. So, question for my team left. We're going to do it all again.
Yes.
Can we do it all again? For the Muppets fans out there, I'm not sure.
Do you want it again?
Yeah, do you want it? Shall we do it again? We won't announce when it is just yet because...
There'll be feedback forms. And
we will. Actually, that's a very good point. We'll do it through the... Actually, I'll mention the feedback forms because they're not on my notes. We will... Anyone that signed up via Eventbrite, which is all of you, we will be sending out feedback forms, and we really want that feedback. The good, the bad, everything, because we can learn from it. This year, we had to cut back on a lot of our great ideas and do quite a simple one. Next year...
This wasn't simple.
You should have...
You've got a funny idea what's simple, mate.
Can you not remember some of the things we were going to do?
That is also...
But yeah, so next year we can hopefully raise that bar a little bit more, so we want to hear more on that. We'll not announce when it is, because as many of you may remember, BSides Leeds was traditionally January. We jumped at this date because this venue's only just come back open. We wanted to put a conference back on. At the moment, there are now a lot of B-sides. This part of the year is very, very busy. We obviously Infosec last week, SteelCon in 2 weeks, Cheltenham's roundabout now. It's been an absolute mess. If you're people like Ben and Brian and a few others that do almost every single one of these, you must never see your families. It's literally every single weekend. So, so if we go back to January, the big question is 18 months, which is sensible, or 6 months, which is absolutely suited.
7 months, isn't it?
It'll be fine.
No. So, unless anybody else wants to shut me up and move it on, thank you all for coming. Aspire is where we're going next. It's over there. Walk out the front door of the building, turn to your right, look round the corner a bit, and you will see a bit of an access road and a big white building that's got Aspire written on it in massive letters. If you're crossing a road that isn't really an access road, you've gone the wrong way. Did we sort the...
I'll sort it.
No. So, there will be money behind the bar. Literally the only problem we've had today is caused by a bank that was closed. But yeah, we've got some kind sponsors that have given us some money to put behind the bar that we can't get there. We'll sort that out. Other than that, thank you very, very much for coming, and we'll see you next year. Thank you.